Welcome into Oak Hills High School, an electric atmosphere tonight for this second end of the doubleheader. Today we had Mason at Lakota Weston girls basketball, and tonight we got Mason at Oak Hills and boys. This is a makeup game from earlier in the season. Last night Mason Oak Hills played at Mason. That one Mason took commandingly. But for tonight, I'm Ben Haller alongside my partner Nate Derrick. Nate, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. You know, tonight I'm expecting a lot out of the Comets. We got a big win last night over this Oak Hills team last night, but tonight, I mean, Oak Hills, I feel like they're gonna come out stronger. So it's gonna be a tougher matchup tonight, rather than last night. So we'll just see how it pans out.
Set to tip's gonna be Morton going up against Bobby Stidham, the powerhouse inside for Oak Hills.
Bobby Baseball, as some call him.
Kurt, zoom out a bit. Oh, sorry. Mason starts with possession. Morton and Middleton. Two-man action looking inside. We apologize, but 0-0 stands your score in the second matchup. Mason coming with their flex look. It was a question mark what defense Oak Hills would come out in this game with. You know, it's very strange that you play teams on back-to-back nights.
Yeah, you don't get that too often. You know, Comets didn't kill them, but the Oak Hills looked pretty gassed last night on defense towards the end of that game, and the Comets definitely took advantage of that. Which indefinitely led to the win.
Morton trying to drive around his defender, a pull up and make that. Alex Morton getting the scoring going for Mason. He's the senior leader for this team.
Little pull up there from Morton. Most of your points you see him in the paint, but you know, he pulled that ball.
Mason going to stay with that 1-2-2 zone that worked so well for them last night. It worked well for them Tuesday night as well against Middletown.
Past 3 nights you've seen the Comets come out in a zone. Interesting look. Not what they've normally done. Last time we saw that was against Fairfield at home.
Holland's getting the start. That's something different from last night, and Manker's just going to rip it from him. On the other end, Morton drives, kicks to Middleton, pull up for Middleton. That one's no good. A rebound taken by Stidham.
No, Middleton loves that pull up there. He takes it a lot. He's pretty good at it, but you know, he couldn't get it to fall there as Hanley gets the rebound. And up to Olam. Olam with the dunk, and he gets one.
Jack Olam out in transition off of the Schreiber miss. Schreiber was their only source of offense pretty much last night. And he can't get anything going early here. 4:33 to go as that three coming from Schreiber, no good. Bobby Stidham down low, getting the rebound.
It's a big dude down low, 6'7". It's a tough matchup for Hanley. But, you know, Hanley, a lot of the matchups he's had, he's been outsized a lot.
Stidham not able to knock down the first free throw, which he talked about. A big reason Mason's defense was so successful was kind of canceling them out. And Mason's not the biggest team, but they have guys that play a lot bigger than they are, like Jake Hanley, Can, and Jack Olam. Meanwhile, Stidham goes 1 for 2 from the line to put Oak Hills on the board for the first time tonight.
That cuts the lead to 3 for the Comets with 4:20 left.
Olam in the corner, to Morton. Manker's going to take a contested three, unable to get that one to go. Olam with the offensive rebound. Mason did that very well last night.
You know, Manker loves to shoot those pull-up threes. He's pretty good at them, pretty accurate with them. But, you know, couldn't get that one to fall there either.
Morton on the wing, going to drive. Really good defense there from Murphy. Middleton thought about a mid-range, dishes it to Hanley. That floater's going to hit the front iron, and Oak Hills go the other way. Look inside to Stidham. That went off his hands, and I think they're going to say that went off his foot or a Highlander's foot. It'll go Mason's direction.
And that's the second time you see them try to get it down low there to Stidham. I mean, using his size to his advantage, obviously, as you see Alex Kelling and Ben Golan coming into the game for Jack Olam and Jake Hanley.
Now those two have been, as of late, the two earliest off the bench in most games. One's more of a big, one's more of a guard. And Kelling came on strong as of late. Wasn't even swinging at the beginning of the year. They called him up after the second game to swing JV varsity, and now he's playing strictly varsity. That's how well he's done.
Yeah, I could say watching him in practice, he's been great this year. You know, he gets a lot of shots, makes a lot. He's a pretty accurate, pretty efficient scorer. You know, he comes in, just gets his job done when he needs to. As the Comets are going into a little bit of a high look here, and Morton dribbling it up to Middleton up top, swings it to Golan.
Morton now on the drive with the right hand, gets around his defender but can't make the open layup. He gets his own rebound. Middleton, a nice dish to Golan, but he couldn't haul it in. Murphy on the drive, kicked it to Kessler, and Kessler thought about a three, but almost traveled with it. Schreiber now on the drive. As we stripped from Schreiber, and that's what Mason did so well last night, was get tips and cause turnovers. Kelling on the other end gives to Middleton. 2:25 to go in this first. A low-scoring game. That's what we saw in the JV game.
Yeah, that JV game was low-scoring. Scores ended in the 20s and the 10s, but, you know, I hope to see something different tonight in the varsity game.
Middleton at the top of the key. He's got a little bit of a mismatch with Bobby Stidham on him, but he just swings it over to Manker.
And you want to look to get into Golan there. He looks like he has a mismatch. He's out. He's just got the size advantage as Morton shoots a three there. Makes it. Gives the Comets a 7-1 lead with 1:50 left in this first quarter.
You know, why give it to Golan inside when you're open on the outside and can knock it down like Alex Morton can? Gives Mason the 6-point lead. Murphy at the top of the key. And the corner now, a lot of contact, and they're going to call that foul. I'm not sure if that's Golan or if that's on Middleton. But Olam will check in now. That does come on Ben Golan. That's his first. And Morton will take a seat.
Something we didn't see last night. There's a lot of subs for Oak Hills, and I mean, we've seen 7 players play tonight for them. Last night they only had 6 players get into the game, which is very questionable. But we'll see what they do differently tonight.
Holland working with 2 now. Just going to swing it back and forth. Before it gets to Murphy, there's going to be a kick ball. That one on Middleton. Richards happy with that defense. 1:15 to go left in this first quarter. And last night we did not see much offense from Oak Hills, and tonight's no different.
Yeah, 1 point here with a minute 12 left to go in this first quarter. Not what you want to see if you're Oak Hills, but you'd love to see it if you're the Comets.
Kelling with the steal, another turnover by Oak Hills, and the layup is going to get it to go. So Alex Kelling now gets on the scoreboard, and Oak Hills wants a timeout. Good job by Mason coming out. 57 seconds on the clock. We'll be back for the rest of the first.
The SS Comet.
SS LGL for the Long Green Line.
Probably the SS Jack Olam. Susie.
Tim. Speed, because it's fast.
Cookies and cream, because that's my favorite milkshake.
Sam.
45040.
The SS Hanley.
Big Mike.
SS CPAC. About 100 strawberries and a bucket of Nutella. Yeah.
Definitely some Joe Ellis.
Definitely some chicken fried rice. Cheeseburger and fries.
Some sushi.
Some Cane's chicken fingers. I love.
Coming out of the timeout, Mason with the 9-1 lead over Oak Hills with less than a minute to go here in the first quarter.
So you see Cam Packer coming to the game for the Comets for Middleton.
Drive there. Nice block. They're going to call a foul. I'm going to say there was a block. I didn't see a whole lot of contact down low.
So smiling and laughing down there. I don't think he agrees with the call. You know, didn't look like it from up here, but then again, there could have been something different.
First free throw is good for Murphy. His first trip to the line tonight. But he goes 2 for 2. So all 3 Highlanders points so far have come off free throws. Olam and Morton. Morton with it in the corner, going to kick it down low. Jack Olam. A lot of contact from Schreiber. No foul called, and Olam can't get it to go. 14 seconds on the clock. Oak Hills will likely get the last shot of the quarter.
That was really questionable. It looked like there was a lot of contact down there, but, you know, the Comets didn't get the call.
Looked like a couple steps there from Kessler, but Morton gets the steal right before the buzzer, and that one unable to go. So at the end of one, the Comets lead 9-3 over the Oak Hills Highlanders. Stay with us for second quarter action.
A basketball player.
A barber.
An astronaut. Basketball player.
Basketball player.
A basketball player.
Firefighter.
A basketball player.
Baseball player.
Doctor.
NFL player.
Professional basketball player.
Burgundy.
Definitely like neon.
I'd probably be like a sky blue, because everybody likes the sky.
A red crown.
I'd be a yellow crayon because it's bright, like my future.
Green. Because it's always in the picture, because you always got to draw grass, and I'm just always in the picture like that.
The hot pink crown, because like pink's a manly color.
A blue one because it's my favorite color.
Kelly green, because it's my favorite color green.
Black because it's dark and it's like you can use it for an outline.
Green because it's a sign of happiness and money.
Probably blue, it's my favorite color.
Welcome back. Second quarter action between the Highlanders and the Comets. Comets able to hold Oak Hills to not a lot of scoring so far, but they do get it inside to Stidham. A lot of contact from Middleton.
You know, Stidham
Middleton
using his
gets
size
fouled.
to his advantage there again. 6'7", big dude. You know, Jake Hanley's got a matchup there for him today.
My advice to get it early enough would be find him when he shoots. So if he makes it, then you can follow. Morton with it now in the corner, guarded by Stidham. That's another one that feels like a little bit of a mismatch. But good defense from 6'7" Stidham. Manker tries a three of his own. Rebound all by Hanley, and that's battled for, finally taken by a Highlander. We'll go the other way. And Morton gets an easy layup there. There's going to be a whistle. Referee went over to the scorer's table, not sure what that was about. I think there was an injury or something. I don't know what that one was about. On the right wing, Widener, one of only two Highlanders with multiple years of varsity experience. Murphy gets it over to the other, Schreiber. Rims out, but Stidham has been the only source of Oak Hill's offense. Can't get this one to go, though. A lot of awkward play over by half court. Schreiber kicks in the corner for a three. No good. Rebound finally taken by Manker.
You know, we've seen 2 threes there. Maybe the coach showed them something about no more driving. I don't know. Just like one of my friends, Marty.
What a drive there from Morton, and the kick to Jack Olam. That's what this Mason offense is about, especially when they get out in transition. And they finally give Stidham that double team and get a steal out of it. A deep three for Ben Manker, who knocks it down. The sophomore's been shooting better as of late from range.
You know, that's
And Mason starting to pull away a little bit.
That's what you get out of Ben Manker there. You know, he's been pretty efficient from the field this year. I mean, he's not been scoring the most, but last night granted he scored 0 points. He did a lot on the defensive side of the ball there.
Murphy finally gets a mid-range to go, and there's a turnover by Mason. They try to rush it down court.
As the Highlanders bring it up.
Inside, Stidham, Olam, and Hanley team it up for the defense, and Olam gets the block. They've really neutralized Stidham in the second quarter, and that's going to be a charge on Jack Olam. Couldn't slow his momentum. That's his second foul. He's going to have to come out of this one.
As Golan comes in for Olam there. You know, you saw Morton down there in the corner. He was wide open there. Olam could have passed that, maybe gotten a three out of that from Morton to extend this lead to double digits.
Schreiber now. Manker almost gets the tip. He had 6 steals last night against the same team, Oak Hills, but Murphy will get another 3 look. That won't go. Comets have had trouble rebounding so far tonight in this zone, and they're going to be forced to foul.
Stadium's getting a lot of offensive rebounds here, but you know the Comets are stripping the ball from them really well, leading to them get transition buckets, as we saw from the dunk from Olam and the layup from Alex Kelling.
Kelling checks in for Mason, and Kessler for Oak Hills, as Oak Hills takes it underneath out of bounds. Widener in the corner to Murphy. Another nice look to Bobby Stidham. And this game for Oak Hills offensively has been all about the 6'7" center.
You know, we didn't see a lot of Stidham last night. He didn't really do much on the offensive side of the ball, but tonight it's been all him.
Golan will drive, can't get that one to go. Refs have been letting him play a little bit tonight. And Comets leads cut to 7 with 4:40 to go until intermission.
Comets still sticking in that zone here.
Kessler had trouble with it. He'll get it to Schreiber. I believe that's going to be an offensive foul. It is.
You know, if you're the Comets, you want Sim to get into foul trouble here. You want to get him out of the game. That'll lead to a lot less offensive rebound, a lot less second chance points for the Highlanders.
Middleton slowly bringing the ball up. Last night we saw a little bit of a press from Oak Hills at times, but that did not work for them. So you're mostly likely not going to see that tonight. They are staying with that same defense they had last night in man. Middleton gets it over to Morton, skip pass. Manker, this time he's left open for 3. Can't get that one to go, so Manker struggled early in the season from 3-point range. They can't get it to go there.
You know, Manker, he shoots the ball a lot. He doesn't lose confidence. He's one of the best leaders on this team, in my opinion. But, you know, that'll translate later in his career. You know, he's only a sophomore. He's got a big future ahead of him. This team's got a big future ahead of them, too.
Free throw's good there from Murphy. You know, last night it felt like it was all Schreiber, but tonight it's all Stidham and Murphy, and Murphy gets both to go. He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Over halfway to go in the second quarter, 3:47 on the clock. Comets only a 5-point lead now. Manker's going to keep firing from 3. This time it's short. Golan's there to clean it up, and that won't go. And a couple of empty trips in the last few possessions for Mason.
I mean, this Oak Hills team's coming out looking different tonight. But, you know, Comets still have a 5-point lead, but, you know, at this point last night it was in double digits.
Some pretty good adjustments defensively from Oak Hills may be the reason. But Mason stays in that 1-2-2. 3 minutes on the clock now before we hit halftime. This time it's going to be a pull-up jumper off the side of the backboard from Shera. He gets the ball back, unable to finish. Finally going to be put in from Trenton Murphy.
You know, a lot of second chance points here for the Highlanders. That's one thing they're doing better than they did last night. The Comets just need to crash the boards more here to just eliminate those second chance opportunities.
Kelling now. Mason feels like they're in no rush as there's a foul over in the corner. That one's coming on Holland. It's only the third team foul of the half for Oak Hills, so they've got a few to give before we get to halftime. 2:22 left in the quarter.
And if you're the Comets here, you want to get a bucket. You've been on a little, you've not gotten one in a while.
Morton's able to control it in the backcourt. Tight defense from Widener. Kelling, 2-dribble drive, tries to finish. That's Ben Manker. Manker using his size. Very rare to see a 6'4" point guard in the GMC in high school.
Yeah, that's one thing Ben Manker does really well is facilitating the court, getting baseline, getting to the rim. We haven't seen it a lot from him this year, but, you know, we'll expect to see it a lot more in the future. When he gets his point guard position, you know, he's playing more of the shooting guard this year with Todd Middleton at point.
Trent Murphy's going to get another look from 3, but this time can't get it to go. Middleton on the drive. A nice dish to Alex Morton inside. How about the seniors working well together? Good finish from Morton, and wouldn't be possible without the playmaking of Todd Middleton.
It's one thing you get out of Middleton a lot is his playmaking ability, leading to a lot of extra points for the Comets. As Middleton is second in the GMC in assists right now behind junior guard Riley Woods from Princeton.
Manker kicks to Golan, who leaves that one short. Mason has not had a lot of luck from the 3-point range. And I think that's that's Holland drawing the foul. Holland got to start tonight. He didn't last night. I think Coach Mike Price liked what he saw from Holland last night. First free throw's no good from Holland. Oak Hills has struggled in a lot of areas, but free throws, they've been pretty good. As DeBras checks in.
You know, we haven't seen DeBras a lot recently. Played a lot in the beginning of the year, but has more solidified a role on JV and just coming in on varsity late in the game. But he did have a three-pointer last night, so I wonder if that had some impact on him going in so early tonight.
1:02 on the clock as Holland goes 1 for 2. Cuts this lead to 2 possessions before going into the break. A small Comets lineup in right now. DeBras gets it down low. Nothing there. 40 seconds now. Just passing this flex offense. Morton gets it on the left wing. DeBras thought about a three. 25 seconds on the clock. Mason in no rush.
Comets taking their time here.
Kelling finally gets it to Middleton. A lot of contact inside. That's going to be a charge on the senior. Oh, great job by Schreiber taking that. And that's the 8th team foul. Luckily, that was offensively, so Oak Hills won't go to the line, but they'll likely have the last shot of the half with 13 seconds on the clock.
You know, I was a little confused there. The ref on the baseline didn't really call anything. He just had his fists up in the air, and the ref on the sideline signaled a charge call, so a little confusion there by the refs.
10 seconds to go. Schreiber driving inside, almost lost it, and there's going to be a foul on Alex Morton. Schreiber and Morton shaking hands, nothing dirty there. But with 7 seconds, Schreiber will go to the line, and they're in the bonus. Richards is not happy with that call, though. And you're going to get 2 very experienced head coaches in this matchup between Mason and Oak Hills. Both teams having some down years, but both are some of the top programs in the Greater Miami Conference. Richards and Price have done a great job with each team.
Yeah, you know, with the tournament coming up, both of these teams could get on a run here at the end, get a good seeding in the tournament, maybe leading into a little deep run in the playoffs.
Scoreboard correction. I think they're going to say Oak Hills had an extra point. So it's 2016 now. Kessling will check in. 7 seconds to go in the half. Middleton driving with 4. Morton takes a deep 3 at the buzzer, and that'll send us to halftime. 20-16, a better first half for Oak Hills than we saw last night. Mason's got some corrections to make, but they do lead. Stay with us for third quarter action here on Mason Sports Radio. Coming out of the break, Jake Hanley getting the party started with a 3 right away.
Hanley's been shooting the ball pretty well over these past couple games. You know, you'd love to see that from the Comets. They're not the best shooting team, but if you can get a guy like Jake going, that's always a good sign.
Manker hit one earlier in this one, too. Those are the only 3-pointers we've seen from this Comet squad tonight.
I'm going to correct you there. Alex Morton also hit a 3 for the Comets.
Always keeping me in check, Nate. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's why me and David Metzger are the dynamic duo, not me and Ben Holland.
I think I heard that a few times from you two. Only from you two, though, which is interesting.
Well, yeah, because not everyone knows about us yet. I mean, most people will start to agree in about a month span, but, you know, we'll just have to wait it out.
We'll see. We'll see come baseball season.
Yeah, we will see.
Over on the left wing now, Murphy driving. A nice move to get in the middle, and Murphy gets his floater to go.
It's a tough shot there. Hanley was fully stretched out. Looked like he was going to block that there, but somehow he got the shot of it. He made the layup.
Mason running their flex offense. Swinging it around top of the key. Hanley take another 3. That one was a little more contested, but he doesn't get it to fall. Schreiber grabs the board.
Looked like Hanley was feeling it there. Hanley almost gets a steal.
Inside, Stidham was battling for it. Can't get the first shot to go, but he gets fouled on his second attempt. And he will go to the line. Bobby Stidham's had a nice first quarter. Second quarter got a little more quiet, but
you know, the Comets got to keep in mind now that's Jake's 3rd foul of the game, and it looks like Golan's coming in for him.
first free throw's no good from Stidham. That's where he struggled today from the line. The second attempt will be good. Score stands now 19-23. Golan battling with Schreiber inside. They're going to say Golan stepped out of bounds. So it'll go Oak Hill's direction now.
Comets looked a little sloppy this game, you know. Compared to last night, Comets had a lot of points off of turnovers, a lot of points in transition. We saw a few dunks last night, which ultimately led to the win.
6:20 on the clock. We just started the third quarter. Mason has not moved out of their 1-2-2 zone yet. We saw, I think, 1 or 2 possessions in man last night for them.
Yeah, the Comets, they've stuck in the zone, but they've not given up any threes that I can remember. You know, that's what you want when you're running a zone.
After Widener gets his shot blocked, Middleton drives on the other end, and he'll get a foul. That one will come on Widener. Taking it out of bounds. That one hit off the ref. Didn't get his hand out of the way in time.
And that's got to be frustrating there for the Comets. You saw Golan open. Could have gotten something out of it as they go there again.
An extra defender there. The referee playing some defense for the Highlanders. Golan inside. Contact and one for the junior. Ben Golan's been quiet offensively tonight, but he's finally able to get one to drop.
You know, great pump fake there to get the 6'7" sophomore Bobby Stidham jumping, which led to the and one. You know, he tried to recover, but just couldn't.
Golan's a 3-level scorer. You see his contact finishing inside. This year, he hasn't shown his three-point shooting too much yet, but we know he's capable of that, and he can knock down the mid-range too. Completes the three-point play there.
And keep in mind, that's Stidham's second foul. Comets maybe able to get 1 or 2 more on him in this third quarter, which might lead to something lineup change for the Highlanders later in this game.
In the corner. And finally able to get it out. Corner-to-corner action for Oak Hill's a good double team from Manker and Golan. Schreiber will take a 3 now. That one leaves it short. Strong rebound by Alex Morton. Middleton kicks the goal and takes the open 3. That one wide left. Morton doing the dirty work and getting this one to fall.
And that's Morton's game, getting down low, finishing at the rim. He can shoot it a little bit too, but, most of his points come inside the paint.
Another guy who gets his points in the paint, Stidham. This time he loses it. Olam has it now. On the other end, Middleton driving. A nice kick to Morton, who just lost it. Toon driving inside, gets that shot blocked. Stidham takes it right from him. And Golan returns. 2 blocks there for Ben Golan, the Mason defense. Manker down low to Alex Morton, and an easy layup for Morton there.
What a sequence
we just saw there.
What a sequence we just saw there from the Comets. Timeout by the Highlanders. As we will be back 30-19 Comets with 4:12 left in the third quarter.
Are you tired of wearing the same old boring clothing every day? If that's the case, come on down to the Comet Zone. Open every day during lunch except for Thursdays. The Comet Zone is filled with many options to have you looking fly every single day. From sweatshirts to t-shirts to jackets, the Comet Zone has clothes for every occasion. Come on down to the Comet Zone for your Mason spirit needs. The Comet Zone, your one-stop spirit shop.
Coming out of the timeout, Mason starting to pick up some momentum with an 11-point lead now. That's their largest of the evening. And Murphy had trouble with it, had to throw it off Manker in the corner.
You hope the Comets just extend this lead, keep just stepping on the other team's throat. Like last night, they just took a lead last night, just didn't look back, which has been the case tonight. But, we've seen tonight the Highlanders are able to go on a run. As Morton gets the steal here.
Morton thought he had a layup opportunity, but that one gets poked from behind him. We're over halfway in this third, 3:53 on the clock. Comets have so far dominated the second half. Middleton, a quick pass to Olam. Having trouble with it. Greg Richards now will be forced to take a timeout, so just after Oak Hill's timeout, Mason has trouble getting the ball in. Nate, if Oak Hills wants any chance of coming back in this game, what do they have to do?
I feel like if Oak Hills wants a chance of coming back in this game, just stop the transition offense for the Comets and just do their best, just score the ball. I mean, they've not been shooting the three well, so, I don't know if they want to, really keep doing it if they've not been shooting well. They've not made one tonight. And if they keep shooting it, hopefully you just have Stidham down low to get the offensive rebound and give you second chance points to help you get back into this game.
This Mason team coming off a win against this same exact team, Oak Hills, last night. This game was supposed to be played earlier in the season. That one got postponed due to some illness in Mason's program. And here we are. They decided to just go ahead and play it back-to-back, get it over with. And we're 1 week away from the bracket draw for the OHSAA state tournament. So this Mason hoping to make it a statement victory.
Yeah, you hope if you're the Comets, you hope you can just get on a little run here. They're on a 2-game streak, looking to make it 3. As Kelling for the 3 misses it. But they have Hamilton on Tuesday and then Sycamore next Friday on senior night. You just hope you can string 2 more wins together after this game and just see where it leads you.
This is a Mason team that has only had 1 winning streak this season. That was 2 games, or 2 winning streaks, both of them being 2 games. They only have 7 wins overall. Definitely a down year for Coach Richards' squad, but it's the same here in Cincinnati for the Highlanders.
coming in with the Comets as this super young team, there wasn't high expectations. It was going to be an interesting season for them, because the fans did not agree with that foul call on Morton. But the Comets have made the most of what they have. They've improved heavily after the beginning of the season, and it's just going to be exciting to see what's to come in the tournament and in the future for this team.
Morton looked like he had a clean steal there, but the ref's going to call a foul on him. That's his second foul of the game. 2:39 left to go in the third. Murphy looking over on the right wing now to Widener. Schreiber's double teamed now. Manker almost gets himself another steal, but he goes out of bounds first. Oak Hills will keep possession.
It's one thing Manker kept doing a lot last night, getting a lot of steals for the Comets. I think he had around 4 or 5 last night.
Finished with 6 steals.
Thank you for correcting me there, Ben.
We go back and forth here. If you're going to correct me, I'll correct you.
Yeah, that's just what good teammates do. You're like the boss of me. Like, you're like the boss of the Heat. I'm like LeBron, and David's like Dwayne Wade. We are a big three, as most would say, but I don't know. We'll see. And Evan Amazon.
I'm more of the Birdman. Evan Amazon.
He's like Udonis Haslem.
Yeah.
Who's our Ray Allen of the team? Honestly, the Ray Allen of the team is definitely our cameraman today, Luke Kirkland.
Kirkland's doing a great job behind camera. It's his first game tonight with the Sports Radio squad. And how can you not mention the Eric Spoelstra of our squad, Dale Connor, the supervisor?
He's one of the best coaches in the league, one of the best teachers at Mason High School.
First free throw, no good there. And an 0 for 2 trip, uncharacteristic of Trenton Murphy. Mason in transition. Middleton had a nice pass, but there was no time for Manker. Floater from Alex Kelling's good. Kind of an awkward drive there from the sophomore.
Alex Kelling loves to go to that floater. I've been playing basketball with him, been friends with him since around 6th grade, and playing pickup with him all the time, playing with him in high school. He loves to go to that shot.
A southpaw 3 is going to be taken by Kessler. Can't get that to go in the battle for the rebound. It's going to end up with an out-of-bounds call. So a 13-point lead for the Comets with under 2 minutes to go in the third.
To hear Richards calling something out for them.
Set play likely coming, but it just looks like the elbow offense for Mason. Golan with it in the corner now. A nice look inside to Middleton. Trying to get big inside. Kicks it out to Morton. Kelling, another one of those awkward floaters. This time it doesn't fall. And that rebound's thrown out of bounds by Murphy. Not a lot of things going right for Oak Hills in this third quarter.
It's not what you wanted for the Highlanders. Throwing the ball away when you get a rebound. It's just not what you're going to – not what – sorry for the stuttering there. It's not going to help you there in your comeback here when you're down 13 with a minute left to go in the third.
1:14, Manker on the right wing. Kelling looks inside to Ben Golan. He's got Murphy on him. One dribble, gets to the rim. Almost a nice finish, but he can't get it to go. And Morton takes it right from Stidham.
One thing we've not seen tonight is I don't think Middleton shot the ball at all tonight, which is not normal. As Manker gets an offensive rebound there.
He gets his own rebound and kicks it to Kelling. Murphy almost gets the steal. And Golan, miscommunication with Alex Morton. That'll go the other way with 38 seconds to go in the third.
38 seconds to go here. Comets up 13. Looking to really close this game out in the fourth. Extend that lead to 15, then extend it to 20, and just really secure the win. So we see Evan Ehlers come in for the Comets.
That's something the Mason coaches always preach, is just extend that lead by a little bit, little benchmarks. Get it to 15 and get it to 20 like you mentioned. 25 seconds. Holland trying to drive in the corner. A floater is going to be off the back iron and taken by Golan.
There's 10 seconds left in this quarter as Middleton drives.
going to be a foul call. It's on Oak Hill, so that'll be a block. I believe that's on Widener. Or no, will come on Bobby Stidham. And that's Stidham's third before we head into this third quarter break. And Middleton will go to the line to shoot 2.
Middleton looking to get his first points of the night here. So Middleton's averaging about 10 points a game. He had 16 last night against Oak Hills as he gets his first point of the game.
Middleton's always that guy who, even if he's not scoring a lot, he still has a large impact on the game, defensively and passing especially. He leads this team in assists.
You see Kent Packard come in for Alex Morton.
Middleton makes it a 2-for-2 trip, and Oak Hills has 8 seconds to get a shot off before we reach the end of this third quarter.
See Mikey Jones come in there for Todd Middleton with 8 seconds left in this third quarter. Is they rolling the ball or not rolling the ball off the court?
Miscommunication there from Schreiber, and Mikey Jones commits a foul. That's the 4th on the Comets. Highlanders will be 3 away from the bonus. 4 seconds on the clock.
It's a questionable foul there by Mikey Jones. You know, I know you don't want to give up a shot, but that could put them in the bonus later in the night, later in this fourth quarter. And that could lead to comeback.
Schreiber with 2 seconds on the clock and have to throw up a floater, and he gets fouled. Oak Hills fans want an intentional, and I think the refs might discuss this one. They're just going to say it was a common foul. That one came on Packard.
That's not what you want for the Comets there, is you get 2 fouls with 8 seconds left to go.
0.2 seconds are on the clock right now, and Schreiber gets his first one to fall. He goes 1 for 2, and that's the buzzer. Heading into the end of the third, the Comets lead 34-20. Try to close it out in this fourth quarter. Stay with us for Mason versus Oak Hills on Mason Sports Radio.
Hi, my name is Layla Sheikh, and I'm a member of the Mason Hope Squad. Hope Squad is a peer-to-peer suicide prevention and mental health awareness program here at MHS and at the Mason Middle School. We have over 50 Hope Squad members ranging across all 4 grades. We spread our awareness through social media posts on our Instagram and Twitter, as well as flyers throughout the school and just speaking to peers throughout the year. Something we did recently was hang up our See Something, Say Something posters in every classroom, so resources are readily available for you, friends, and teachers alike. If you or anyone you know need any type of support, please reach out to anyone wearing Hope Squad pins, shirts, and or just gear in general, and we would be willing to help and support anyone who's in need. Thank you so much.
Coming out of the third quarter, Oak Hills has possession. They trail by 14 to the Comets. They lost to them last night in a pretty commanding victory for Mason squad. But tonight's been a little bit of a different story.
Has been a different story tonight, but you know, Comets still 14-point lead, just now cut to 12. But you know, Comets have gotten a lot of tip passes, tip deflections, as we saw Morton rip a ball away. You know, he didn't get it, but Comets have had a lot of that tonight.
Brandon Holland scores on the other end. Olam thought about a 3. Hanley takes the 3, and he knocks it down. The second 3 for Hanley of the night. You know, he could play inside, but he can knock down the 3 a little bit too.
Hanley loves the little spot up 3, you know. he's got a good jumper, you know. Some call it a little dad jumper, but you know, Hanley makes it work for him.
Does he like the bank shot like dads do too?
Nah, Hanley's not much of a bank shot guy, but you know, you don't need a bank shots when you're going D1 for baseball.
That's true. The Indiana University commit. And let's talk about this baseball team. Cincinnati joining the Big 12 in a couple of years. By the time Brendan Garula gets there, this Mason squad has an ACC commit and Noah Samuel going to Georgia Tech, a Big 12 commit and Brendan Garula going to UC, a Big 10 commit like Jake Hanley going to Indiana, and an SEC commit and Mark Rutherford going to Auburn. So touch on 4 of the 5 Power 5 conferences, and all on one high school team.
You didn't even address 3 other commits that are on the team. AJ Lefton going to Thomas Jefferson, Brady Bly's going to Charleston, and then the junior Drew Cox going to Ohio University.
You're going to see a couple more of those too. Michael Murphy going to play in college. There's an and one. A nice move from Widener. He's been quiet the last couple of nights.
You know, we're talking about baseball. I'm just going to give myself credit for one thing. Last year, I did hit a ball in the gap off of Jake Hanley, off of an Indiana commit. So when he's in the MLB, I will be able to hold that against him, and he's going to give me box seats to the World Series one day.
Well, was that in practice?
No, it was just me and him were just doing ABs up at Corwin Nixon, and I took it into the gap.
Well, it's a good thing those don't count, Nate.
Well, they count in my book.
Trying to complete the three-point play, and that's going to be no good from Widener. Oak Hill's free throw struggles continue. 5:58 to go in this matchup. Middleton, a nice dish and the ball movement. Morton looked like he was going up for a dunk. Couldn't get it. So he was a little late laying it up. Luckily, he got fouled. Richards was very unhappy with that move from Morton.
Yeah, it's just about to get to that great minds do think alike. But Richards did not look happy with that after Morton not finishing that in one. It's definitely one he should have finished there.
Morton rims out the first free throw. Only 4 team fouls for Oak Hills here in this fourth quarter. And Morton goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. There's going to be a foul. I believe that'll be on Sam Widener.
Yeah, it looked like him and Hanley got caught up there. Hanley reaching for the ball, got his hand wrapped around his head. And you saw him talking about that down there. But you can't change the call.
So an underneath out of bounds opportunity for Mason, and they virtually throw it away here.
Now Hanley bobbled that ball through it. Maybe it's too hard to handle. Hanley does throw 88 miles per hour. But, that's no match for me. Hitting the gap off of him last year, Not trying to get
I think I heard you mention that once or twice before.
Yeah. Some things have to be said twice.
Oak Hills with 5:30 to go, trying to get back into this game. They trail by 13. And Stidham's able to draw a foul. I think that's coming on Manker. He's a little confused with that one.
If you do want to foul one of these Highlanders players, Stidham's definitely a guy. He's only shooting around 50% from the line. He's shooting the 1-1 here.
A lucky bounce there from Stidham. How about some shooter's touch? Maybe he's silencing you. Maybe he's saying, I got the shooter's touch. I am a shooter.
I think he just got lucky on that one. He misses the second one there, so I stay correct, Ben, as Middleton's bringing it up the court.
Morton in the corner looking down low. Alex Kelling doesn't have a lot of size, but it doesn't matter. He gets it off quick enough.
That's Kelling's sixth point of the game. He had 7 last night. That's just what he does. Gets the job done. Does what he needs to do to get this win. And another foul there from the Comets, which is sending to 1-1 again.
That'll come on Middleton. That's his third foul. 5 minutes exactly to go in this third quarter. Toon knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1. The second look's going to be good as well. Cuts this lead to 12. Oak Hill still has a little bit of life, but they're going to have to put some stops together soon.
We see Stidham is not in the game here for the Highlanders. It's somewhat questionable. You know, he's your big man down low. Gets the second chance points for you guys.
Mason back in their flex look. Morton now. Wide open lane. He throws it down to senior Alex Morton. 2 points and some style points. Getting this Comet lead back up to 14, 41-27.
You know, Morton loves to go to that dunk, you know. Got some redemption from last night after missing that dunk on the fast break. But, you know, they ended with a win last night. Doesn't really matter.
Trenton Murphy trying to drive on Morton. The help defense was there, but Oak Hills gets another offensive rebound. Deep three from Schreiber. That's going to be no good.
And we've still not seen an Oak Hills three here as they miss another.
Finally, Todd Middleton comes down with the rebound. Halfway through this fourth quarter, 4 minutes on the clock. Nice ball movement, Hanley. Inside, gets the finish. And Oak Hills wants a timeout. Mason starting to play with a little more momentum once again. We'll head to a quick break. Comets lead by 16 here in the fourth. Coming out of the timeout, Oak Hills gets possession. Mason's on a little bit of a run. They lead by 16 with 3:53 to go in the game. Oak Hills a little late coming out of the timeout. They'll get play started here. Mason quickly coming with the double team. Morton had his hands on it, but a three is going to be taken there by Holland and missed front iron.
This Oak Hills team has not gotten a three to fall this whole game. That is not what you want to see when the other team is running a zone. And
Alex Kelling, another awkward floater. You know, it feels like a lot of his shots inside are awkward because he has to get them off. He doesn't want to get a shot blocked, but it works for him.
I know Alex loves that floater, as I said before. Just go-to move. Some say it's like Ben Holler's half-court shot.
Yeah, well, Kelling will make that floater about 75% of the time. My half-court shot's more like an 83, 84, so.
I was thinking 86, 87, you know.
I've been struggling lately.
You know, that probably is why the Purple Cobras lost that game last weekend.
That was a rough one. BBC, our biggest rival.
Yeah, Big Baller Corporation. They're a great team. You know, my team, we almost beat them in the preseason tournament. We lost to them by 4. You know, we're going to blame that one on the refs. We were outmatched, you know. Senior football player Lane Davidson and senior football player Will Ott can't think of the word here. You know, they had the size advantage. But, you know, our scoring ability, you know, it just didn't work out. You know, but we would say we kept up with the number 1 team in the league. And I'm going to say this right now. We're better than the Purple Cobras, and we would beat them 8 out of 10 times every single game.
Okay, back to some realistic basketball. Alex Morton turns it over. Oak Hill's now on the run, coming out of the timeout. Just under 3 minutes to go in this game. And they're going to call a foul on Ben Manker. That's his 4th foul, so one more, and he'll be forced to leave this game.
No, if you're Oak Hills, you want to obviously make these 2 free throws, cut the lead down to 16. It's at 18 right now with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left to go. You know, anything could happen. It's not over yet, obviously, but you're going to need to string together some shots here, some points, and some stops on defense.
The first free throw drops for Schreiber. He's had a quiet night. But he goes 2 for 2 from the line here. All of his points tonight coming from the free throw line. A soft press for Oak Hills, trying to speed Mason up a little bit.
You know, don't know how much this is going to help the Oak Hills. You know, last night they tried to stop the Comets when they were up big late, and the Comets had a minute possession, which ultimately led to the win.
Mason's done a really good job of handling the ball against this Oak Hills team, which lets them have possessions like that. But Hanley in the corner, not going to pass up that open opportunity, but it doesn't go, and it results in a foul on the rebound by Alex Morton. That's Morton's 3rd for the senior leader. And that's a dead ball foul, so it'll...
And this Comets lead here is, wow. They're getting some generous bounces here, but the Comets lead cut to 15 with 2:29 left to go in this game.
Two for 2 trip at the line there for Kessling. And a soft press, Mason beats again. This time an open layup for Jake Hanley to get that lead back up to 16 points.
You know, Hanley's up to 10 points this game. He's been shooting the 3-ball well tonight, and also getting inside a little.
47-31 with 2:07 left to go in this game. A jump ball inside, possession arrow favors the Comets. Another impressive defensive performance from this Comets squad. Greg Richards' goal is always single-digit points per quarter, so that's 9 or less. And tonight, Oak Hills only has 31 with 2 minutes left in this game. And a lot of that due to that 1-2-2 zone. A steal and a save there. Ball's battled around. Finally, inside Schreiber gets the foul call.
Yeah, that's what you want if you're the Highlanders. Get the ball quick.
And that's Manker's 5th foul, so Manker, his night is over. It was a good night for Manker defensively, but he'll be forced to take a seat. First free throw is no good from Schreiber.
Comets lead here is 16 with 2 minutes left to go in this game. Oak Hills needs to string together some good possessions here as he makes a second.
1 for 2 trip there from Schreiber. 1:58 to go in this game. Middleton all the way down court to Kelling.
You know, if you're the Comets here, you just want a long possession. You want to take your time as much as you can. Just do what you do best. Just pass it around as Kelling gets fouled there. That will be the Highlanders' 6th foul. Doesn't put him in the bonus yet.
That foul comes on Trenton Murphy. And Jack Olin will throw it in from the side. A nice look to Ben Golan. Gets it to go. Good action there from the juniors.
Golan using his size to an advantage there. And the juniors having a connection there, being the only 2 juniors on varsity. as the Highlanders get their first 3 of the game to go late in this game with 1:30 left. The Comets lead cut to 14.
That one's knocked down by Bryson Kessler. Oak Hills wants a timeout. We'll be back for the last 1:30 of this game. Comets look to close it out, up 17. Mason looking to close this one out. They're up by 14, 49 to 35 is the score.
They fouled Morton there. You know, Morton's only shooting around 56% from the line this season. You know, hopefully he can get him to cash this first one in and then get the second.
Morton was tasked with being the senior leader of this team coming into the season. And he's done so pretty well. A lot of things haven't gone right for Mason so far, but he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. A contested three is going to be taken and knocked down there by Kessler. Bryson Kessler has both of Oak Hill's three-pointers and a missed layup on the other end. 1 minute to go, 49-38.
Olin pokes it free. Middleton gets the ball back, and Kessler fouls him. Comets will go into the line for 1-1 to try to extend this lead to 13 and close this game out.
That one does come on Kessler, and Middleton will be the one at the line. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for the senior. Front end, rims in.
Looking to close it out right here to make it a 5-possession game if he makes this. And he does. 51-38 with 54 seconds left to go in this game.
I'm not even going to begin to criticize that math, but that math was terribly wrong.
Yeah, no, it's what?
Oh, wait, you're right.
Yeah, I am right.
Yeah, you're right.
So don't try to be correcting me when you don't know it's for sure right. That is why I am the LeBron James of the sports radio team. And that's
the
why
IQ is just a little higher. I understand.
That's why Ben Holler's the Chris Bosh. That's why he's like my sidekick.
Kellen can't get that free throw to go. Mason struggled from the line tonight. 40 seconds on the clock. Oak Hill's got to hurry. And Schreiber knocks down a deep three. Oak Hills could have used these three-pointers earlier in the game.
Yeah, you know, if they made these earlier in the game, it could be a whole different story here late. But, you know, you can't go back in time and change anything.
Better late than never. We'll head to a quick break. Less than a minute to go. Comets up 10. Look to close it out. Coming out of the break, Mason has possession after a deep three from Schreiber. Oak Hills trails by 10 with 33 seconds to go. A good tip to get it out of bounds from Schreiber, but Mason keeps possession with only 1 second coming off the clock.
You know, if you get the ball in here for the Comets, I think that's game over. They do. It's only 1 second comes off the clock, and you're fouling Jack Olam. He's going to the line for 1-and-1.
That'll be 2 shots now.
Never mind.
Mason's in the double bonus. So the junior goes to the line. He showed a lot of potential offensively in a few of these games, scoring on all 3 levels, and he gets the first free throw to fall.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the players with a bright future on this team. Going to be a senior next year. Him and Golan looking to be the leaders next year. And just see where this team can go.
Hits both free throws with 30 seconds now. Oak Hills trails by 12. Schreiber trying to create pull-up floater. That's good. Oak Hills going to have to keep fouling this time. It'll be Morton heading to the line with 19 seconds on the clock.
You know, if I'm Oak Hills here, I'm not even going to try to foul. I mean, this game's out of reach at this point. 4 possession game with 19 seconds left to go. And at this point, just wasting time here. You know, we got a long car ride home.
We do, but Oak Hills doesn't. I don't think they care about our car ride.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe they have a little more empathy considering they had to do it last night. These two teams played on back-to-back nights after the first game earlier in the season got postponed due to some illness.
You know, all that matters, though, is the Comets pull out both of these wins here.
8 seconds on the clock, and that three's no good. An awkward offensive putback, and that'll do it from tonight. 54-43. Oak Hills improved a little bit from last night's game, but still fall to the Mason Comets, who moved to 8-9 on the season. A really well-rounded, balanced game for the Comets. Kelling had a couple of big baskets. Jake Hanley got it done inside and hit a couple of threes. But from tonight, the Comets head to Hamilton for the second matchup against the Big Blue on Tuesday. And Sunday is that OHSAA state bracket draw from tonight. Thanks for joining in. Savannah Libby's our director. Luke Kirkland on camera. I'm Ben Haller alongside Nate Derrick. Thanks for joining in.